Well, wrestling fans, this is a very sad day in the world of wrestling. Well, more specifically, Daniel Bryan fans like me. This is your boy Alyx, man. This is my Raw review of June 9th, 2014, and I had to kick it off with some very sad news. That being, Daniel Bryan has been stripped of the WWE Championship. Well, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, whatever. Pretty much, his injury was a lot worse than WWE thought it was. They actually tried to have him come back by Money in the Bank because they booked him, I believe, in most of the, if not all, of the house shows and events in July. Well, we got word tonight on Raw that his doctor has informed us he is unable to compete this month and most likely next month. He will most likely be out until SummerSlam. Don't really know when he's coming back. It won't be anytime soon, because if he was coming back like very soon, I think the WWE would have kept the championship on him. But unfortunately, he's not. And damn. When you think about what it took for Daniel Bryan to get to where he got. I'm not even talking about the storyline, alright? Let's not go as far back with SummerSlam 2013. Let's go further back. Let's go to NXT. Let's go further back behind that. How he got to the WWE. How he almost didn't make it because of a little problem he had with his body. He had to become a vegan just to get into WWE, to be healthy enough to get into the WWE. He went through some bad booking. He got fired, came back, got kicked off of WrestleMania 27, 18 seconds at WrestleMania 28. You know, Team Hell No. Then finally, they gave him a shot in 2013, won it, got it stripped from him, and then they did this really awesome storyline, whether it was intentional or not. The whole thing with the Authority leading to him winning the championship at WrestleMania 30. Only for him to have one title defense against Kane. And then have to drop it because of injury. Jesus. Oh my God, that's... You don't have to be a Daniel Bryan fan to realize how sad and depressing that is. That sucks. It hurts me more because I'm a Daniel Bryan fan. And the crowd was pissed. We were in Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight. And when the announcement came that Daniel Bryan was stripped, they booed the roof off. Pretty bad. So, because of this, the Money in the Bank match has now become a World Heavyweight Championship match. And as of this segment, the contenders were Dario and Randy Orton. So yeah, just to put my final thoughts on this little Daniel Bryan debacle. Personally, I think it was best for him to lose the championship. I didn't want it to happen, but his health comes first. You know, the whole neck injury, pinched nerve, whatever the case was with him, it was better to go home and let it heal and take care of it now than to wrestle with the championship, letting it get worse, and then him having to retire like Edge did. Personally, I think the best decision was for him to go home to take care of that. I don't like it. I didn't want it to happen, but it had to happen. So, here's my only wish for WWE. When he comes back, there better be plans to put that damn championship back on him. It would be an absolute travesty for this man to go through everything that he has went through in WWE, to do everything that he's done for the WWE, and then this be the payoff. A championship reign that only lasted 2 months and didn't really do anything. I hate to say it, but it didn't do anything. They cannot let this be Daniel Bryan's career. They cannot let this be the highlight of his career. He has to get another championship run down the line. So that better be in the books, WWE. Or you will get major backlash. And I'm serious about this, okay? That's a damn shame that it had to happen to him. It's not anybody's fault. It's not Daniel Bryan's fault. It happens. It's wrestling. So I wish him the best. I hope he has a speedy recovery. And with that said, let's get to the rest of Raw, which honestly was not that spectacular of a show. A lot of pointless matches and pointless segments. Pretty much, if you was watching Raw this week to see what happens with the Shield, I think you enjoyed yourself. I think. But if you was watching for other stuff, you probably hated the show. We had a Money in the Bank qualifier between Bad News Barrett and Sheamus. The match was, I'll say it was entertaining. I'll say it was good. I think the styles between Sheamus and Wade Barrett, or Bad News Barrett, is going to make for a good match, no matter what. The winner was Sheamus. Aww. I don't know about that. I don't know how to feel about that. I get that Wade Barrett is IC champion, but Sheamus is US champion. Oh, I don't know. If they have a second match, I hope they have 2 Money in the Bank matches. One for the championship and one for the briefcase. And in that match, the losers of the qualifier matches get to compete for the Money in the Bank briefcase. I think that would be a great idea. Don't you? Wouldn't you want that? The losers of the qualifying matches get to compete for the briefcase. Right? Wouldn't that be awesome? I say go for it. Me personally, I would go for that. We have Lana with Rusev coming out with a promo before their match. Of course, talking about Vladimir Putin, President Vladimir Putin, and then tried to use Barack Obama, as like a foil to get fans to boo Putin. They still booed Putin, but they booed Obama too. Don't they realize that Obama is way too controversial to be talked about? Not everybody likes Obama. Whatever. The segment was a lot longer than their match, because Rusev squashed Zack Ryder in under a minute. So there you go. Ryback had another match with Goldust, and a partner of Cody Rhodes is choosing. This week it was R-Truth. R-Truth? What the hell? That makes no sense. R-Truth and Goldust, really? As expected, guess who lost? Goldust did. Can we keep Cody Rhodes out of the WWE Bookers meeting? Because obviously he sucks at choosing Cody Rhodes. No, he didn't choose his own partner. At choosing Goldust as partners. Excuse me. He really does. And next week he has the perfect partner for Goldust. One that's going to magnify his magnificence. If it's Booker T, I'll go with it. Other than that, oh my god. The sooner we get to the breakup, they broke up, but the sooner we get to this feud starting, the better. Layla was backstage getting her makeup on, and then Summer Rae came out of nowhere and poured milk on her. What is with milk in WWE? Apparently, Fandango or Johnny Curtis likes pouring milk on himself, and oh my god, the memes. The porn memes I will get from this. Whatever. That's all we got. Summer Rae beats her up afterwards, but she pours milk on Layla, essentially. I guess she's a face this week. I don't know who's the heel. I don't know who's the face. It's a train wreck. It's entertaining, but it's a train wreck. And it's funny because WWE, when I think about it, they don't even follow their own storylines. No shocker. But seriously, on Total Divas, some of you don't watch it, so I'll tell you. On Total Divas, Summer Rae does make out with Fandango. But she soon afterwards says it was awkward because she felt like she was kissing her brother. So why is she offended by Layla being with someone she considers to be her brother? I'm gonna leave that alone. Next up is Shield taking on 3MB. No, they didn't take on 3MB. They killed 3MB. Excuse me. And then afterwards, Dean Ambrose cut a promo on Seth Rollins, and holy crap! If I can quote him, I hope I quote him correctly. Dean Ambrose says he's gonna take Seth Rollins' nose and he's gonna knock it over here where his ear is, because his ear won't be there because he's gonna rip it off. And he talks about ripping off his hair and stuffing it in his mouth. Unfortunately, he won't be able to chew it because he's gonna knock his teeth out. And it's just all craziness ensues with his promo. And I'm thinking, this is the Dean Ambrose I want to see. That lunatic, psychotic Dean Ambrose, I want to see more of that. Bring him back next week. And then Roman Reigns and his charming self follows up with, you don't piss in the wind, and you don't betray your own brothers and stuff like that. So it was a really good promo segment. It got me hooked and interested in seeing what Seth Rollins would say later on tonight. Afterwards, we had the Usos versus, Fandango and Damien Sandow in a leotard. If you want my reactions on that, I already posted a video of that before this one. Watch that one. Ridiculous. What's even more ridiculous is the fact that the fans felt so sorry for Sandow that they cheered for him. They got behind him. I heard "Let's go Sandow" chants. Why do I feel so sorry for him? Because he's embracing it. I don't know how to feel about that, because it's a terrible booking of Damien Sandow, but he's professional enough to embrace the bad booking and make the most out of it. He was actually a pretty good dancer in the leotard. That's not the point, but it's such a bad way to book him, and I'm just so baffled with how WWE continues to treat a great talent like him like this. The Usos won. I'm moving on. Bo Dallas fought Xavier Woods. He beat him. Believe! Oh, I just love him. I'm becoming a bigger Bo Dallas fan as the day goes by, as the days, as the weeks, as the months, as time goes by. Jesus Christ, he's awesome. I love this gimmick. It's so cheesy and so corny. It's hard to hate Bo Dallas. And this is WWE's fault, because they're not really giving us a reason to hate Bo Dallas. He's just so corny, he's entertaining. Be careful with that. Just saying. Paul Heyman and Cesaro come out to fool the audience. It didn't go over very well, because, Heyman was playing up the whole idea that they were in Brock Lesnar's hometown, and he was going to psych the crowd out, saying that, let's give Minneapolis a surprise. And then he tries to announce his client is here, and here comes Cesaro. I guess he was supposed to fool us into thinking it was Brock Lesnar. Didn't go over so well. But he fought Rob Van Dam, and he beat Rob Van Dam. So Cesaro is in the Money in the Bank World Championship match. And as of right now, he is my pick to win by default, because I don't want anybody else winning. Sheamus, no. Orton, no. Del Rio, hell no. Cesaro right now is my top pick until they put Cena in there. Oh my god. Moving on. Seth Rollins had his promo, and I actually thought it was good. No, seriously, I thought it was really good. He talks about how, since he was the architect of the Shield, he says, you don't think I have the right to destroy my own creation? He calls Ambrose a lunatic and Reigns the golden boy, and how he is the main reason why they get along, and since he's gone, they will eventually turn on each other. The crowd saying, you sold out, that's also something really good, because it's showing me that he's getting legitimate heel heat. Awesome. I love that. He talks about how, no, I didn't sell out, I bought in. And he called his former teammates, the Shield, business partners. They were never brothers. It was never personal. It was business. They were business partners. And what's beautiful about this, he never truly gave us an explanation to why. He didn't. He kind of did, but he didn't. He just said, because they're business partners. He pulled the Stephanie and Triple H on the fans. And I think that's brilliant. He didn't really go into, like, the meat of why he did it. You know, he didn't say, like, because I want to stand up on my own. I want to, you know, he did kind of. He talked about this being the evolution of Seth Rollins. It's all about me. It's all about me. But he didn't really give us a strong answer on why he did it. It's just because I could and I wanted to. You know. But we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get more of it as time goes by. I want to see more. I want to see him dig deeper into, you know, the psychological aspect of this. Like, the reason I really did it was because I was sick and tired of being in your shadow and no longer. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I understand you, but you're a douchebag for taking this route. Afterwards, of course, Roman Reigns and Ambrose come out. And just as they got to the ring, Wyatt family comes out and attack them. And then Cena comes out. And then I go, oh crap. Cena and the Shield are going to take on the Wyatts. Are they? Yep. Great. Whatever. Paige fought Oksana. No, she didn't. Paige fought Alicia Fox with Oksana. The reason why I got Oksana mixed up is because I'm reading it wrong, apparently. Paige did beat Alicia Fox for the 6th time since she's been on the main roster, right? Damn, 6-1? Why is she even fighting Alicia Fox? Can she fight someone else, please? There's other divas in the roster. Just saying. But after the match, of course, Alicia Fox throws her weekly temper tantrum, and she beats up Oksana. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was terrible, this was bad. But it was so bad, it was entertaining. She gets some freaking popcorn. She gets juice. No, not juice. It was water. She gets water and pours it on Oksana. But she gets some popcorn afterwards. And then she tries to shove it in her face and pour it on her. And she's all like, I'm sorry. Here's the popcorn. And I'm sitting there going, you better take it. You better take that popcorn. And she was like, I don't want it. Me no want popcorn. She's like, take the goddamn popcorn. Jesus. I love it. You know what? As long as she continues to do her temper tantrums, I will love to have Alicia Fox on my TV. And then Santino fought Jack Swagger. Nothing says change the channel like this match. Why did he fight him? I don't know. I guess Adam Rose was supposed to fight him, but then he got injured, so they put him against Santino. Goes to show you what they really feel about Jack Swagger. Then the main event happened. It was an alright match. I don't know. I think John Cena just feels so out of place with the Shield. I hope it's a one-night thing. Let's hope it's not something that continues throughout the month where Cena is fighting with the Shield. And oh my god, that's going to be lame. That's the one thing you don't want. If you want fans to care about Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, you don't want him associated. You don't want them associated with John Cena. You just don't want that. You don't. Because in this match, I didn't hear any Shield chants all that much. Maybe there was a Roman Reigns chant. No, there wasn't. It was Cena. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. Let's go Cena. Cena sucks. And you had Bray Wyatt. You had all this star power in there. And Cena overshadowed them. Why? Cena and Shield won. And that's how we end the show. Very pointless in my opinion. Like I said, if you didn't watch for the Shield, and of course to hear Daniel Bryan's announcement, this show was pointless. Ultimately, what makes me sad about this show is because of Daniel Bryan's apparent injury, I'm scared that the WWE is going to go 10 steps backwards and put the championship back on you-know-who. Cena. Why? Who else? I don't think WWE is going to trust anybody else. Because they have all the ammunition to tell us, see, we did what you wanted to do. Guess what happened? He couldn't hang. And maybe that was a shoot with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I don't think that was necessarily a shoot. It could have been. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was. You know, WWE's way of telling us, hey, we did what you wanted. Guess what? He got hurt. This is why we trust Cena. This is why he's always on top. Because Cena doesn't get hurt. Cena can always be trusted to hold the championship and all this kind of BS. Just to put that championship back on John Cena. You know what, WWE? If you do that, go screw yourselves. Seriously. Enough of Cena. Enough. We get it, okay? You want to portray him as the greatest superstar of all time, and, oh, I'm just the internet mark, bitching on the internet. Whatever. Good God. I'm just sick of it, man. So hopefully, please, if you're going to put the championship on anybody else, do not put it on Cena. Do not do it. I would rather put it back on Orton. That will piss people off too, but I would rather have Orton than Cena. Ultimately, I want Cesaro, but I don't think they're going to give it to him. It sucks for me to say that, but I do not think they're going to give it to Cesaro. They should, but they're not going to. WWE, you're in a dark time right now because you just lost a lot of people. You know, you lost CM Punk, Taker's probably gone, Brock Lesnar's not there, and now Daniel Bryan's gone. Your star power is limited to Cena and Orton, Triple H, and I guess Wyatt family and Shield somewhat, but the Shield's gone too, so what do you have? Not that much. Do not do what I think you're going to do. Do not put that championship back on Cena. I know it's hard. I know you want to. Resist the urge to do it. Trust someone else to carry that belt. Create new stars. Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, Bad News Barrett, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. Hell, I hope Seth Rollins gets in the championship picture, and I hope he wins it. Why the hell not? Someone new, something different. Do not revert back to that old, same old shit WWE that we're sick of. Do not do it. Alright, that's my rant. I got it out of my system. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Share your thoughts down below and do what you're going to do in the comment section. I'm done. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Your boy, Alyx Man, signing off. Peace out.